So one of the stories that has been talked about when it comes to Marvel animation, Marvel comics, and stuff is the firing of showrunner, and I guess you could say creator or co-creator, whatever he gets labeled as, of X-Men '97, the successor, the sequel to the original Fox animation X-Men. Beau Demayo, I think that's his name, Beau Demayo. Um, Basically, I'm sure you guys have heard that he was let go during the run of the first season, and that initially he was going to get credited for some of the work he had done for the second season. Well, apparently that's not going to be the case anymore because word got out that any credits he was going to get pretty much has been erased. And they're going to be crediting the new showrunner for season 2 and if not season 3. And to say that DeMayo is not happy about this would be an understatement. Now, you might ask yourself, well, what did he do? What did he do? Well, I'm going to put it this way. He was fired. He was fired for, various reasons that basically, when you go around as a celebrity of some kind, either as a celebrity in the Writers Guild, in the Animation Guild, the the Actors Guild, well, mostly the Actors Guild, or the Directors Guild, or whatever, or even, a celebrity in the YouTube Guild, the YouTube community, or online, video community like Rumble and VENMO and all that. There is one situation that you do not want to be accused of. One situation you do not want to be accused of, you don't want to be accosted of, and that is, of course, misconduct of the more, I guess you could say, NFSW kind. That's all I'm going to say. And basically, DeMayo was accused of that, was called out for that, and also because he had drawn something basically to try to at least get credit for what he had done for X-Men '97, and it was a picture of him in a Cyclops-like outfit, not covering a lot of his body, but it was a artistic picture of him, like I said, in a Cyclops-like outfit, saying to me, my X-Men. And I think he did this during his time on the show or after he was let go or something like that. I don't really know. But basically, this whole situation between him and Disney has gotten to the point that he is going to be taking Disney, more than likely, if not already confirmed by various outlets, he's going to be taking Disney to court. And it's mainly because of the fact that not only does he believe that he was wrongfully fired and let go, especially during the run of a show that he helped resurrect, if not was responsible for resurrecting, but also because he had his writing credits taken away, revoked from season 2 and beyond. Now, some could say that he could go to the Writers Guild and get this taken up, and that would help him get those credits back. But I guess there's some kind of connection that since he has a Disney Plus account, not just as a subscriber, but as somebody that, basically created content for the show, that's not going to help him. That even if he gets the Writers Guild to get, to back him up, it's not going to help him because of the Disney Plus subscription and account situation and all that. Now, there's also past accusations, centered around him when he was working on other shows like The Witcher and so on. But the question obviously is will DeMayo succeed in his lawsuit? Will he get justification for something that he believes he was wrongfully accused of and fired for and had his credits taken away for? Will he succeed? Well, this is Disney, and Disney is known to have very powerful lawyers. I mean, this would explain basically why, even though at the beginning of the year, the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and all that became public domain, this would explain why you haven't really heard much from those, movies, those horror films and games and all that were being planned, around the public domain version of Mickey known as Steamboat Willie. It's because I think Disney sicked some of the lawyers on them with ceases and desists. We may not hear about it, but I think that's what's going on, or that's what's happening. And if not, there's a lot of people that are working on those projects that are hearing about this going down. They've heard about what Disney has also done, what Disney is trying to waive, lawsuit-wise because of someone's passing, at their hands, or at least at the hands of Disney Plus or something like that. They're taking notes of all this and thinking, do we really want to chance this? Do we really want to chance this? Because I don't think they want to. But again, it could also be the fact that it's not them halting their projects because they're not sure exactly legally what could and could not happen based on what they're hearing and seeing right now. But also, there's a good chance that, like I said, Disney may have sent the lawyers, or at least some of the lawyers, to provide these people with cease and desist orders not to do these projects or not to follow through, on these projects. Because even though they're basing a lot of them on the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey, it's still technically, in Disney's eyes, Mickey Mouse. But getting back to the whole Demayo thing, the question is, will he succeed? And, and everything, all that. And like I was saying, and the reason I went into that about the Mickey Mouse, about the Steamboat Willie stuff and everything, and how it relates to this, is Disney is known for having very powerful lawyers. They have an extremely big, lawyer team, very successful lawyer team, if you will, basically that could, help them win. And even though Demayo has somebody that has fought against Disney, an attorney that's fought against Disney and has at times succeeded, we don't know exactly what his win-loss record in court against a corporation like Disney is like. Once in a while, a guy like him will win for his client, but every now and then it might be more of a settlement, or it might be more of a, there's not enough evidence, so we're going to favor the corporation over you. So, to me, when I look at that question of will Demayo get justification for, being wrong, in his eyes, wrongfully terminated for something that he probably believes, in his opinion, he didn't do, as well as getting his, writing credits taken away and all that, will he succeed, in, basically beating Disney in court? We don't know. I mean, if I'm going to be honest with you, I would think right now, based on what we're hearing, because Disney's giving information, Demayo's giving information. I mean, the reason this all began is Demayo got word that he was no longer getting writing credits for season 2. So obviously he's starting to let the cat out of the bag, and Disney's responding by saying, hey, what he's saying is not true. Here's the real truth, from their end. So again, it's an interesting situation. But if I'm to be, if I'm to be I wouldn't say a theorist, but if I'm to speculate on what I think is going to happen, I think Demayo, he's going to probably just have to deal with either a settlement or just deal with the fact that Disney has too much power. They have too much power from a lawyer perspective, that even the guy he's got representing him, although he might have a decent, win-loss record against them or have a victory here and there, this could be one of those situations where basically it's, he's not going to win. He's not. So if I was to look at this, unfortunately, I would say Disney's going to be the victor in this, in the outcome of this whole situation. I think they are. Because one, they can present evidence, whether it's real or not. Well, whether it's not real, but it can be presented as real. Disney can present evidence and say, hey, here's the proof, And the courts could say that's enough for us, especially if Demayo and his lawyer don't provide evidence on their end, which I'm sure they will. But again, I think Disney, basically I think Disney's going to have an ace up their sleeve to ensure that this situation with Demayo is, taken care of quicker than it should be. And whether or not it's to agree to a settlement, which I think might be the best solution either way, or agree to not just a settlement, but also giving back his writing credits, we'll have to see. But outside of those two other scenarios, I just see, unfortunately, a Disney victory. I do. Because even though he might have justification, I don't think he's going to have enough, to really, help him succeed. And I think the client, or not the client, but the lawyer, the attorney he has, that's helped fight against Disney successfully at times, even though he has him by his side, I don't even think that guy's going to be enough. I really don't. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys, on this whole situation. Where do you think it's going to go court-wise and lawsuit-wise? What do you think the end goal is going to be? Do you think Demayo is going to get justification? He's going to get victory? Or do you think Disney's just going to be too much? Or do you think we might get a settlement to where it's, where he's going to get some money out of it and maybe get his writing credits, or just a settlement on money? Let me know. Comment below. Love to hear your thoughts on it. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications for content as soon as it comes out. Also, click on the link to my Teespring store in the description for merchandise you can't get anywhere else, as well as links to where you can find my content elsewhere. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear what you have to say on this. How do you feel about this and all that? And do you think this is going to inevitably, do you think this is why this is inevitably going to lead to more changes, not just in season 2, but also beyond? Let me know, and I am out.